Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now before we start, I just want to say sorry if the lighting is not perfect, and if you don't like it, you do not have to watch this video. There is nothing I can do about it. I am in my room. I am actually been laying down because I have not been feeling well this morning. So sorry for you. There's nothing I can do about it. So I wanted to get on here and kind of go over my doctor visit I had yesterday. It was my 1 month checkups and surgery with my team at Mayo, and I was really nervous about what they were going to tell me, especially, they weigh you in and you go over everything you've been doing up until this point. And obviously, my journey so far has not been easy, and it is not an easy journey. It's very difficult. You have to do a lot of things, and it's very hard to do them when you have no energy. You're very sick to begin with, and you're just never hungry. You have to force yourself to do things. So I went in, I was weighed, and it was funny because the night before I wear a lot of leggings because it's comfortable. It was always easy to, put on. I want to be comfortable. I have other problems that, I'm in because of my pain and diseases. So leggings are easy. They're not got waistbands that are tight, just something simple and easy to throw on. So the outfit that I picked didn't change my weight on the scale. So I was very excited, like, good, I can wear something very loose and light and not worry about it making me heavier than what I really am. So I was weighed, and I was frustrated because my weight has been stalled for the past few days. And I know that's normal. It happens to everybody on this journey, even when you're regularly dieting. But for this, it's like you stall, and then out of nowhere, you start losing more again. Just means you need to add things to your new diet, and you're usually good to go. So we went in, and I sat down, and we went over how much weight I lost. This morning, because I weigh myself, I lost, more. So officially, I've lost 16 pounds since, surgery. That's 16 pounds in a month, which is really good. I'm right where I need to be. That's the normal range. And I was really shocked to hear that because in my mind, I think I should have lost more. Um, I'm on support groups on Facebook for gastric bypass, and there's pros and cons to support groups. The pros is just being the motivation and seeing the before and after pictures of people and like really getting yourself excited. And there's information that if you want to ask people that's been through it, they relate and they're good at trying to help you out. But then the cons are the people that losing a lot in like a week. I think there I saw someone lose like 20 pounds in a week, and I thought that was crazy. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that good. I'm supposed to be losing more than I am. And it makes you not want to eat. You think that, well, if I don't eat, I'm going to drop all this weight because nothing's coming in, and I'll reach my goal faster. And then that's actually dangerous because you are starving your body. And I knew that wasn't good for me, especially with all the other problems I have. I shouldn't be doing that. But then I got sick, and I thought, well, obviously I'm losing weight because I can't even keep anything down. And it was crazy to me that that really didn't happen. So I was even more frustrated with that. So we went over everything about what I'm doing now that I am taking Zofran on a regular basis. I'm not as nauseated and sick. I'm able to try things now. And I was upgraded to try soft foods. I can start introducing new foods into my diet that I can, if I want, or whatever I can tolerate. So it was kind of nice to be able to now get upgraded to the next level and see what, I can do. Now, the whole goal of this journey is to reach about 60 to 70 grams of protein a day. You are to intake 64 ounces of fluids, and you are not to eat anything high calorie. You need to, stay in low fat. You need to have low sugars, like 5 grams or less. That's what my team is. Now, everyone's journey might be different because of depending on where you go, it's not going to be the same. But for me, where, at Mayo, they have an intense plan for you, which is good because, they're the best at what they do and they want you to succeed. Just like anywhere you go, that should be their goal. So, there's a lot of, you do this and what's approved and what you can and can't do. And they give you a binder in the beginning of like your classes way before you're even close to having surgery. And it's like, I call it my gastric bypass Bible because it has any information that you need. It's in this binder. And it has pictures, which I am a visual person that I need, visual learner. I have to see things to remember. My memory is not that good. I tell doctors and everyone wherever I go for appointments, if you want me to remember certain things, I need a printout of what you said so I can see it and reread it. And they do. So they gave me papers, even though I probably had them at home because we were going to the store and I didn't have the papers in hand. And it was approved protein items to get, and then like certain other foods that are also allowed and what I could try. And we just went over what I was doing and if there was anything that I wasn't doing right. And really, I was shocked to hear that everything I'm doing is actually what many people do. And considering how sick I was on track. I'm supposed to be consuming 400 to 600 calories a day. And I know a lot of people are probably like, wow, that's like nothing. But it's a lot when your stomach is like, that big. You're not taking in a lot. A lot of the things that you're taking in are more liquid than anything. And liquids, you know, they're a slider. That means they slide right through your pouch into your intestines. They don't stick to your new stomach. So the things that I've been trying, like deli roll-ups, which has got certain cream cheese that I'm allowed to have inside, roll it up. And you have to take 30 minutes to eat. That's also the other thing. You can't just down your food like normal. And the funny thing about it is my esophagus is so messed up. I have esophageal dysmotility and dysphagia that, my esophagus does not function. So before surgery, I was already having to chew and chew and chew my food up to make sure it went down good. And it took me longer all the time to eat than others in my family because of that. So the only difference is now I have to really pay attention to the way I eat. I can't take a bite and then take a bite. I have to take a bite, put my fork down, wait at least a minute in between bites, and make sure it's taking 30 minutes for the whole meal or snack so I don't get blocked and then get sick, because I've had enough with sickness. I don't want to have to keep throwing up because I ate too fast and it didn't go down easy, or I didn't chew my food well enough and it can't get through because the opening into my pouch is the size of a pencil eraser. So that's how well blended you have to have your foods go down. And it is very frustrating because you just want to enjoy a meal and it's a lot of work. So, but it also helps portion control, and that's another thing. You want to make sure whatever you're eating is between 2 to 4 ounces. And I have these little Tupperware jars that are 4 ounces, and I will fill up whatever it is and put it in there. And it helps with, the portion control. And it's also, you want to make sure you're writing down how much the calories are, how much protein. You don't realize how much things have in them until this surgery. I am like constantly at the grocery store, and we're always looking just for fun at things, even though I know I can't have it, just looking at like how much sugars and stuff, how much of whatever is in it. And it's mind blowing how, you know, how bad you really have been doing until you have this type of surgery. This surgery was not something I did because, oh, I'm lazy and I just wanted to lose weight. That's not why I had this. I had this surgery because my team told me I was having this surgery. My gastro doctor at Mayo mentioned because I had a few things that I needed to get fixed to be qualified for, any future double lung transplant by the transplant team. I needed to get my 2 hernias fixed. I had to fix my GERDs, and my weight was the biggest issue. So I was having one procedure to fix all of them, and that's what it's doing. It fixed the GERDs. I've had no issues with it. The hernias are gone, and now it's just my weight that I am slowly fixing. So here's how much my weight was before. I'll tell you my weight at surgery, my current weight, and my goal weight. So starting weight was 247. That was before I started any classes, anything. When I was told by my transplant team that I was denied for a double lung transplant because of my weight and the issues that I mentioned, I decided to try dieting, and I did. I got down. I think I lost like 20 to 30 pounds on my own, and I couldn't do it anymore. Can't do a lot of physical activity, so that's like always been about the amount I could do on my own, and that's still considered obese because of my height. I'm 5'4". So when I went to my gastro team and they told me, you need to have, how about gastric bypass? Because it's the type for, that loses the most weight. And it's specifically for people that need like a transplant and all that stuff. So I was quickly on board with it. I was ecstatic actually, because I need this for my, it's like life saving. My life is depending on it. So before surgery, I was 222. My current weight is 207 as this morning, and my goal weight is 130. So I have quite a ways away to go. And I know a lot of people are like, you're probably not going to get down to 130. Well, before I had kids, I was 130. So, yes, I can get down to 130. I was not always a big girl. I had 2 back-to-back pregnancies. I was 20 and 21. They are 12 months apart exactly. Their birthdays are a day apart, just different years. So, on top of having kids right away and when I was young, and after my second pregnancy, which both my first pregnancies were horrible. They were very, very bad. We kind of knew that I had lupus. Didn't do anything about it till obviously I had my baby. At my 6-week checkup after I had my second child, I found out I had lupus. I was 21. I've had 4 kids, all before 30. 26 was my last one. When my third was born, I lost him at 35 weeks. We had a stillborn, and I had a lot of complications afterwards. Depression hit. My diseases got worse. I know that, his loss, I stopped caring to take care of myself. I was very bad in depression. I was diagnosed with PTSD. I can't recall a lot of the months that happened after that loss because of how bad I was. It was like I blacked out. I was existing, but it was like a robot took over my body. Like I was doing things because I still had 2 kids to take care of, but it's like it wasn't me. So a lot of bad things happened from that, and I was put on steroids. I had to do a lot of medications that can cause weight gain, and it was even more depressing because I got bigger, and that makes you even worse. Like, you're already dealing with depression. I was always self-conscious, even when I was tiny. I don't know why. Just in my mind, you're supposed to look a certain way, and I didn't. And now, I am still to the point where I don't like to be undressed in front of my husband. He has never done anything to make me feel worthless or disgusting. He's still attracted to me. We still have we're still intimate. We still have a sex life. So it's not like, he's just ignored me and not attracted to me. It's just, I have a stomach from having 4 kids. I've carried 4 babies, and it's not the same. My stomach, I call my empty baby sack. And, one day I might feel comfortable enough on here to show you guys, but I'm not there yet. I did take before pictures, and I do plan on one day showing my before, but I don't want to do an after until, well, I hit my goal weight. But, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm not happy with anything of my body. And I know that's probably sad for some people to say, but it is what it is. Everyone has something that they probably don't like about themselves. And mine used to be just my stomach area, but now it's like everything. I know I'm going to have a lot of loose skin after surgery. I mean, you can see, like, I have legs. And, in 2014, I had a breast reduction and lift done. I mean, my boobs were like this big, and I went from like a triple D, high triple D, down to a D. And I know now I'm not going to need a reduction, but I'm going to need another lift after I lose all this weight. And I'm okay with that because I totally want that. Like, after surgery, I'm fingers crossed that I can get things, approved for not just the lift, but a tummy tuck, um, lipo, wherever I might need it, a butt lift. It's funny because I told my husband, I was like, you do know, like, my butt's probably going to get a little smaller. I always had a butt, so it's not like my butt's just flat. No, I mean, I have a big butt, and I had a butt before I gained weight, so it's not like, oh, poor husband, oh, that poor man, like, and he like jokes, he's like, you better not, but he's joking. Well, he mentioned, he's like, I think you actually lost some of your butt. And I'm like, what? Are you sure? So now I'm like staring at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh my God, I have. But I still have a butt, so he's not complaining. It's just like little things, though, with me, I am self-confident, self-conscious over. And right now my stomach looks pretty bad on top of the fact that I had surgery and I have bruising and scars, I don't care about. But the bruising and stuff is really bad because I had to get heparin shots like crazy, the 2 times I was in the hospital. And that's like multiple times a day. I think I got it 3 times a day. So there's a lot of bruising on my stomach, especially from last week since I was just in the hospital for a couple days. So yeah, it's just a lot of craziness going on. And sorry that this post is already crazy, but yeah, I just wanted to check in and, say hey and give you a little update. Everything is going okay. So I'm going to get off here because I need to go make me something for lunch, which I'm probably just going to have the mashed potatoes in there unless I decide to make soup. We got some Progresso light soups that are on the approved list. So fingers crossed I am able to keep all of this down. All right, I'm going to go. Talk to you guys later. Bye.